Many people don't realize that much of the decline experienced in later life isn't primarily caused by illness, but by subtle, everyday choices. It's not always heart problems, memory loss, or poor diet that do the most harm. Instead, it's often unnoticed habits and routines that gradually take away a person's sense of joy, independence, and connection with others. This video is designed for those in their 60s, 70s, and beyond who want to age with strength, clarity, and purpose, rather than looking back with regret. If you've ever wondered, is this what I expected life to be like at this age? You're not alone. Many older adults unknowingly fall into routines that slowly wear down their physical and emotional health. These patterns don't stem from carelessness, but from following what society presents as normal or acceptable. Over time, these seemingly harmless habits can negatively affect health, relationships, and peace of mind. In this video, we'll uncover 5 common yet serious mistakes that older adults often make without realizing it. Backed by psychological insights, personal stories, and a closer look at the long-term effects, each mistake will help you understand where and how things may be going off track. The encouraging news is that once you become aware of these hidden pitfalls, it's possible to take clear and practical steps to avoid them. By the end of the video, you'll not only be able to recognize these patterns, but also have the tools to make more intentional, empowered choices as you move forward with greater energy and purpose. Let's begin. Mistake number 1, giving up control too early. A common yet harmful mistake many older adults make is relinquishing control over their lives too soon. This often means allowing others, usually well-meaning family members, to take over responsibilities like managing finances, making household decisions, or handling everyday tasks. While these actions are often done out of love or practicality, such as easing burdens on children or avoiding hassle, they can have unexpected negative effects. The deeper issue isn't about convenience, it's about personal identity. When you stop managing your own money, making decisions about meals, or expressing your preferences, you don't just lose tasks, you start to lose a part of who you are. Your mental sharpness can dull, your self-confidence may wane, and you may gradually disengage from your own life. Psychologists describe this as learned helplessness, a condition where people believe they're incapable, not because they are, but because they've stopped practicing those capabilities. This sense of dependency can quietly grow. Older adults begin to feel they can't manage things themselves, not due to lack of ability, but because they've been out of practice for too long. Although being cared for can feel comforting at first, it can eventually chip away at autonomy and self-worth. Take Harold's story as an example. At 76, after losing his wife, his adult children lovingly stepped in to manage every aspect of his life, from paying bills to shopping and handling his medications. Initially, he was grateful, but over time, Harold began forgetting how to do even simple tasks. He stopped going out and eventually said, "I don't even feel like a person anymore. I feel like luggage being carried around." Fortunately, this path isn't irreversible. Reclaiming small responsibilities like preparing one meal a week or reviewing your own spending can make a significant difference. It's not about handling everything alone, but about staying mentally and emotionally engaged in your own life. Holding on to control helps maintain not only independence, but a strong sense of identity. Don't wait until your voice is gone to realize how essential it truly is. Mistake number 2, pulling away from social connections. Many older adults believe that spending more time alone will bring calm and simplicity. While some solitude can be beneficial, excessive isolation often has harmful effects, both mentally and physically. When individuals reduce time spent with friends, avoid community events, or stop staying in touch with loved ones, their overall well-being can quietly decline. Isolation doesn't just cause feelings of loneliness, it can actually alter brain function. Research shows that extended loneliness can lead to decreased brain volume, weakened immune responses, and increased risks of heart problems, depression, and cognitive decline, including dementia. This issue is particularly common among those who live alone or have lost a spouse. They might say, "I don't want to be a burden," or "It's easier to stay home." But such thoughts can gradually erode both emotional and physical health. Consider Grace, a 72-year-old who lost her husband. In the months following his passing, she stopped attending her regular social gatherings, card games, church services, and lunch outings. Though her intentions were thoughtful, she didn't want to trouble others. She soon began to feel more tired, forgetful, and emotionally low. Her doctor later stressed that staying socially connected was just as vital to her health as taking her medications. As social beings, human connection is essential. Engaging with others triggers the release of chemicals like dopamine and oxytocin, which elevate mood, ease stress, and sharpen mental focus. Without these interactions, emotional decline can set in slowly and go unnoticed. Remaining socially engaged doesn't mean being constantly busy or attending large events. Simple actions, a phone call, writing a letter, or chatting with a neighbor can make a meaningful impact. The key is to remain involved, even in small ways, and to let others know you're still present. Isolation is one of the quietest but most serious risks older adults face. Choosing to stay connected, even in small doses, is a powerful way to protect your mental and emotional health. Reaching out can restore a sense of connection, purpose, and happiness. Mistake number 3, overlooking the value of staying physically active. One of the most damaging habits older adults can fall into is reducing or stopping physical activity altogether. Staying active doesn't require intense workouts or heavy lifting. It simply means moving your body regularly, even through light, everyday activities. When movement stops, muscles weaken, bones lose density, and balance becomes less reliable. This greatly increases the chance of falls and injuries. Many seniors misinterpret stiffness, soreness, or fatigue as signals to slow down, when in fact, gentle movement often helps alleviate these symptoms. Regular physical activity boosts circulation, strengthens the heart, keeps joints mobile, and releases endorphins that lift mood and support mental clarity. Consider Walter, a 79-year-old who gave up his daily walks and gardening after retirement, thinking rest was better for his aging body. Within a year, he noticed his strength fading and began stumbling more frequently. When he started walking just 10 minutes a day again, his energy returned, his legs grew stronger, and his mental sharpness improved. Exercise doesn't need to be strenuous to make a difference. Simple routines like stretching, tai chi, lightweight exercises, or even dancing at home can provide significant benefits. What matters most is consistency. Regular movement helps maintain strength, independence, and slows down age-related physical decline. Think of your body like a car. If it sits idle too long, it begins to break down. But when used regularly, it stays in better shape and lasts longer. Staying physically active is one of the most powerful ways to protect your health, mobility, and overall quality of life as you age. Mistake number 4, avoiding technology entirely. Many older adults make the mistake of completely avoiding technology, often viewing it as too complicated, unnecessary, or intimidating to learn. However, staying away from digital tools in today's world can unintentionally cut off important connections to healthcare, communication, and everyday independence. Technology isn't just for entertainment, it's a gateway to staying involved and supported. Whether it's video calls with family, online doctor visits, or medication reminders, these tools can make life easier and more connected. Take Linda, for instance. At 70, she felt overwhelmed by smartphones and avoided them altogether. This led to increased feelings of isolation. but after her granddaughter taught her a few simple apps. Linda's life changed. She reconnected with friends, chatted regularly with family, and felt more confident managing her day-to-day tasks. Avoiding technology isn't just missing out on convenience. It can also affect mental and emotional health. Learning to use new tools helps stimulate the brain and gives a sense of purpose and capability. Many apps today are designed with seniors in mind, making it easier to track health, appointments, or even fitness goals. You don't need to master everything at once. Begin with one small task. Send a text, make a video call, or try a health tracking app. Each step builds confidence and helps maintain independence. Although avoiding technology might seem like the simpler choice, embracing it, even just a little, can lead to greater connection, freedom, and control over your life. Mistake number 5, not setting boundaries with adult children. A common but often overlooked mistake older adults make is failing to establish clear boundaries with their adult children. Driven by love and a sense of duty, many feel obligated to always say yes, whether it's offering financial assistance, providing constant emotional support, or helping with childcare and household tasks. While these actions may stem from kindness, a lack of boundaries can lead to emotional exhaustion, financial strain, and even tension within the family. Take James, a 75-year-old retired engineer, for example. He rarely refused his children's requests. Over time, he found himself lending money he couldn't afford and taking on physically demanding tasks that wore him out. Though he believed he was being helpful, James eventually felt drained and distant from the very family he wanted to support. What he didn't realize was that without setting any limits, he was putting his own well-being and his relationships at risk. Establishing boundaries isn't about being unkind or distant. It's about maintaining your health, energy, and sense of self. Clear, respectful boundaries create healthier, more balanced relationships where everyone feels valued. Saying no when needed is not selfish. It's a vital part of self-care that protects your time, emotional resources, and financial stability. Experts emphasize that boundaries are key for older adults who wish to remain independent and maintain a strong sense of dignity. Without them, feelings of resentment or burnout can easily develop. It's important to remember, your needs matter just as much as anyone else's. Caring for yourself allows you to show up more fully for others without sacrificing your own well-being in the process. Final thoughts. As we wrap up this video, take a moment to think about the 5 common mistakes we discussed, patterns that many older adults fall into, often without even realizing it. Did one in particular stand out to you? Perhaps you recognized a few of these habits in your own life, or maybe you see them affecting someone close to you. The key takeaway here is awareness. Once you can identify these behaviors, you're in a better position to make conscious, healthier choices that help you stay in control, protect your well-being, and maintain your sense of self. Growing older doesn't mean losing your independence, your voice, or your joy. It's an opportunity to become more mindful, more focused on what truly matters, and more dedicated to caring for your physical and emotional health. These mistakes aren't inevitable. They're simply habits that can be changed with a little effort and intention. We'd love to hear from you. Share in the comments which point resonated with you the most, or one small step you plan to take moving forward. Your story could inspire and support someone else on a similar journey. Together we can redefine aging, making it a time of strength, clarity, and greater connection than ever before. Thank you for joining us today. We'd love to know what stood out to you. Feel free to leave a comment with a takeaway and how you plan to use it in your life. Your feedback encourages us to keep producing meaningful content. If you found this video useful, please like, subscribe, and share it with others. Your support helps us keep creating uplifting and informative videos. Thanks again for watching, and we can't wait to see you next time.